Welcome back to Florida Man Sports. I'm Jacob Hopkins. I'm here live in Phoenix, Arizona, outside of State Farm Stadium for this year's March Madness Finals. The matchup, the UConn Huskies and the Purdue Boilermakers. Now, throughout this tournament, the UConn Huskies have looked unstoppable, and that did not change in this game. Purdue and Zach Edey kept it close in the first half, but in the second, UConn ran away with it. Huskies showed out with their elite defense along with good ball movement. Oh, and they could hit threes when they wanted, which made them back-to-back champions. The Huskies head coach, Dan Hurley, kept his trademark humility about their recent dominance after the game.
We were the best team in the country. Purdue was clearly the second best team in the country. Play to our identity, be who we've been the whole year. We'll be champions. And UConn's been running for the last 25, 30 years. UConn's been running college basketball. And I see all the former champs over there. And we've been running college basketball the last 30 years. Let's go.
The last 2 years for UConn have been nothing short of magic. Winning 94% of your home games over that stretch might be more impressive than going back-to-back. Well, obviously it's not, but you get the point. I think Toby Keith said it best when he asked, "Who's your daddy?" Well, you know that saying, the house always wins? Well, when you bet on UConn, you win. The Huskies in their last two March Madness runs have just steamrolled through everyone and everything. But it goes deeper than that. The Huskies have been doggone good against the spread. In these last 2 years, they've covered over 70% of the time. For those who don't know, the spread is supposed to be a 50-50 shot. So the rate they've been covering at comes out to top 4 in each of the last 2 seasons, and the best over the whole span. But how has UConn been so good? Well, on offense, it starts with Tristan Newton. He led the Huskies with 15.1 points per game. He was also this year's Final Four most outstanding player. In the title game, Newton was also the game leader in points and threes. Speaking of threes, there's also Cam Spencer. This knockdown shooter is leading the team in threes and three-point percentage. He was their rock throughout their season as he played in all 40 games. In those 40 games, he shot over 90% from the line. That's better than Kobe. And of course, there's the 7'2" center, Donovan Clingan. What size do you think he wears? I'd have to say a 32 Husky. All right, enough of the dad jokes, even though he was Illinois' daddy about a fortnight ago. What's scarier than his stature is the fact that he's super young. He can't even buy a beer, and he's already a 2-time college champion. Well, to sum up this UConn team, they're a special team with special plays and special players. For Florida Man Sports, I'm Jacob Hopkins.